Well, I have 10 o'clock, so we'll get started. I'd like to call to order this meeting, November 16th special meeting of the North Carolina Wildlife Commission to order. This electronic meeting is being streamed live for the public to attend and recorded as a public record. The recording of the meeting will be available at www.ncwildlife.org. And at this time, I'd recognize Margot Mingler to do a roll call of commissioners present to determine if we have a quorum.
Good morning. I'm going to do a roll call for our November 16th, 2023 commission meeting. Monty Crump,
Here.
Mark Craig,
Here.
David Hoyle,
Here.
John Coley, Wes Seegers,
Here.
Tommy Fomble, Tom Barry, Brad Stanback, Jim Ruffin,
Here.
Ray Clifton, Kelly Davis,
Here.
Steve Wyndham, Landon Zimmer,
Here.
John Stone, Hayden Rogers,
Here.
John Alexander,
Here.
Tom Hayslip,
Here.
J.C. Cole, Mike Alford.
Here.
I'm going to call Commissioner John Coley again. Chairman, I am seeing him as a panelist on this meeting, but you do have a quorum.
Thank you very much. We'll proceed at this time.
Brad Stanback here too.
Thank you. I recorded you present.
Anyone else, Margot? Anybody else listening that has not been recorded?
I think we're good other than not hearing audio from Commissioner Coley.
Okay, thank you, Margot. We have a quorum present, so we will continue with the meeting. North Carolina General Statute 138A-15 mandates that the commission chair shall remind all commissioners of their duty to avoid conflicts of interest and appearances of conflict under this chapter. And the chair also inquires as to whether there is any known conflict of interest or appearance of conflict with respect to any matters coming before the commission at this time. It is the duty of each commissioner who is aware of such personal conflict of interest or an appearance of a conflict to notify the chairman of the same. Are there, and at this time I'll ask, are there any conflicts of interest that need to be noted by any of the commissioners for business coming before the commission today? Hearing none, we'll move forward to rulemaking, and I'll call on Brad Howard to our Wildlife Management Division Chief to move forward with permanent rulemaking text, controlled hunting preserves for domestically raised game birds rules.
Thank you, commissioners. As we were reviewing our rules presented at the last commission, we realized we needed to clarify some language text in our proposed rule change for the general requirements for controlled hunting preserves. It was specifically related to the hunting of captive reared domestically raised waterfowl, specifically mallard ducks. The new text will incorporate the use of the terms domestically raised waterfowl and game birds and controlled hunting preserves for consistency and clarity. The specific change that we needed to make and clarify in the text was to clarify that domestically raised waterfowl, which is mallards on controlled shooting preserves, can be hunted on controlled hunting preserves from October 1st through March 31st, except on Sundays. We needed to articulate in the rule specifically that migratory birds cannot be hunted on Sundays, even on controlled shooting preserves. And then the rest of the rule stays as it was presented at the last commission meeting. It specifies that domestically raised mallards must be marked in accordance with the federal guidelines, and that the application requirements for controlled shooting preserves are included in this rule. And that is the change that was needed to move this rule forward, Mr. Chairman.
Brad, will you explain a little further detail of what the unintended consequences were by not excluding Sundays?
So Sundays have always been excluded, but it was never particularly well articulated in rule. If we allowed the shooting of any migratory game birds on Sundays, it would place our compensatory days in jeopardy. So we wanted to go back, and it's never been legal in the shooting preserves, but we wanted to go back and clearly articulate that in rule.
Well, that's why I wanted you to make that point so the commissioners would fully understand what the justification was to having this call meeting to make that clarification.
Yes, sir.
So hearing that, are there any further questions or comments for Brad references proposed rule change from any of the commissioners? Are there any comments? I'm assuming there are none, therefore I'll ask for a motion and a second for the approval of exhibits A1 and A2.
So move, Alexander. West, second.
Got Alexander and Seegers, you got that recorded, Margot?
Yes, Mr. Chairman,
the
would you like me to
motion
do
and
a
the
roll call
second.
vote?
Yes, and go ahead and proceed now with the roll call vote, Margot.
Thank you. Monty Crump,
Yes.
Mark Craig,
Yes.
David Hoyle,
Yes.
John Coley, Wes Seegers,
Yes.
Tommy Fonville, Tom Barry, Brad Standback,
Yes.
Jim Ruffin,
Yes.
Ray Clifton, Kelly Davis,
Yes.
Steve Wyndham, Landon Zimmer,
Yes.
John Stone, Hayden Rogers,
Yes.
John Alexander,
Yes.
Tom Hayslip,
Yes.
J.C. Cole, and Mike Alford.
Yes.
Mr. Chairman, you have a majority.
Okay, the motion passed. Thanks. I want to thank all you commissioners for joining today. I know takes a lot out of a busy day and right here near the holidays. But on a final note, I want to wish each of you a happy Thanksgiving, safe Thanksgiving for you and your families. Enjoy the holidays and have a great time. We'll see you at the meeting in our business meeting in December. Are there any further comments or questions from anyone? Hearing none, the meeting is adjourned.